Hi guys, welcome back to my SSC Mathematics series from Zero to Guru. Today, I'm going to continue from where we stop, and I'm going to teach you how to convert number from other bases to base 10. In the last lesson, I taught you how you can convert number from base 10 to other bases. And don't forget, if you want to convert a number from base 10 to other base, what you have to do is to divide the number with the base you are converting it to successively until you have a number that cannot go again. So today, I'm going to teach you how you can convert from other bases to base 10. And what I'm going to do is to give you, the example as an example, what you've converted last week, what you've converted in the last video. I'm going to ask you to convert them back so that you see you are going to have the same result. For example, convert the following number to base 10. Number 1, I have 1 base 2, 1 base 3, and the last one I have 30 base 5. Don't forget, in the last video, this conversion of all these three numbers, when we converted 15 base 10, we have all these numbers in their respective bases. How do we now convert it back? Solution. If you want to convert it back, for example, for the first number here, it is very simple, my dear. What you have to do is to start writing from your right hand side now. You mark this number from your right hand side, starting from 0. Then you have 0 here, 1 here, 2 here, and you have 3 here. You understand? Don't forget, you start from your right hand side. You start to mark the number from 0 up to up to 3 or any numbers. For example, if I have for this second number 1, 2, 1, I'm going to mark it from 0, 1, then I'm going to have 2 here. I hope you understand. Then after you've done that, then you now take the number one by one, starting from this. You know the first digit here is 1. You write it down here. Multiply by the base. What base do we have here? That's base 2 raised to power 3. Oh, am I communicating? Then plus, you take the second number here, which is 1, multiply by your base here, which is 2, and the mark number here, which is 2 again. Then plus, you take the third number like that, that's 1 multiplied by 2 raised to power 1. Then you take the last number, which is 1. Don't forget we are working base 2, then you have 2 raised to power 0. Then you now simplify it further. So don't forget. So I now have 1 multiplied by 2 raised to power 3 means when we get to indices, I'm going to explain. When you have 2 raised to power 3, it means you are going to multiply 2 by itself 3 times. That's 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. Then you have times 8. Then plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2 means 2 times 2, which will give me 4. Then plus 2 raised to power 1 is 2. Then plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0 is 1. Any number raised to power 0 with an exception of 0 is 1. When we get to indices, I'm going to explain better. Then you now have 8 multiplied by 1, this is 8. 1 multiplied by 4, this is 4. 1 multiplied by 2, that's 2. 1 multiplied by 1, that is 1. Then you are going to have 8 plus 4, that's 12. 12 plus 2, that's 14 plus 1. Then I have 15 base 10. You see we have the number back. Okay, let us try the second one. So which is 1, 2, 1 base 3. So you follow the same approach. You start from your right hand side and you mark the number from 0. Then you have 0, 1, 2. And you take it one by one. 1 multiplied by what is your base? 3. Then with the number you mark here, that's 2 plus 2 multiplied by what is your base? 3 with what you mark it with, which is 1, and the last number 1 times 3, which is 0. So then you have 1 times, don't forget 3 squared means 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 will give you 9, plus 2 times 3 raised to power 1 will give you 3. Then 1 times 3 raised to power 0. Don't forget what I said the other time. Any number raised to power 0 with an exception of 0 will give you what? Will give you 1. Even if yourself is raised to power 0, my friend, you are going to be 1. You can try it out. So then this will be 9. 1 times 9 is 9. 6 plus 1. Okay. 9 plus 6 is 15. Then there is an error somewhere. So 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. And perhaps maybe we've made a mistake somewhere. So maybe in the last class, let's check it out. Let us convert 15 again to base 3. Then how many 3 are we going to see in 15? That's 5 remainder 0. Then I think this is 1, 2, 0. So 3 and 5, 1 remainder 2, and 0 remainder 1. This will be 0. So this will be 0. This will be 0. So what I used to advise my students, and this will give you 15. What I used to advise my students is when you are doing your WAEC in objective, you don't need to write all this. You have 1, 2, 0, base 3, right? Don't forget, immediately after you mark it like this, if I were you, I will not do this. Because I know any number multiplied by 0 will give me 0. It will go. Even if you multiply 1 million by 0, it will give you 0. So then I will only do these two numbers, which will give me 1 multiplied by 3 raised to power 2 plus 2 multiplied by 3 raised to power 1. Then that will give you 9 plus 6, which is equal to 15. So you will notice that it will save you, some time. Sorry, this is this should be base 10. I made a mistake here. So I made a mistake here. So this will be base 10. This will be base 10. So that's that. And the third example, so that is where you are asked to convert 30 to base 5. You follow the same approach. So that you mark it first from your right hand side, that's 0 and 1. Then you now take the number 1 by 1, that's 3 multiplied by the base is 5, raised to power the number you mark it with, then plus 0 multiplied by 5 raised to power 0. This will give you 3 times 5 plus 0. 5 raised to power 0 is 1, and number raised to power 0 with an exception of 0 is 1. Then this will give you 15 plus 0, which is equal to 15 base 10. Don't forget shortcuts you can use to solve this. If I were you during my exam, I will not bother myself to do the second one. I know that for sure any number raised to power what? Not any number multiplied by 0 will give me 0. Then you cancel this out. Then you will only do 3 alone. That will give you 3 times 5 raised to power 1. That is useful when you are doing objective. So that is the multiple choice question, whereby you won't be required to write everything. So that's that. Let me give you another example. So you can see we obtained the same 15 as before. Example, okay, let me add another page. Sorry. So example, convert 100 base 2 to base 10. Don't forget the first step you are going to do is to mark the number from your right hand side starting from 0. Sorry, let me change the color. So then you have 0, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Don't forget what I told you the other time. You don't need to do everything. If I were you, I will cancel out all those with 0, since you are doing a multiple choice question, especially for those JAMB candidates. Then you start by writing it 1 multiplied by 2 raised to power 4 plus 2 multiplied by 2 raised to power 2. You can see it saves you some time. It's just like when you are in a debate or quiz competition and they give one of your colleagues this question and the person, say the answer directly. And people will say, oh, the guy is very brilliant. Is he brilliant? It is not that it is brilliant, it's just that he used a particular trick to solve the question. So 2 raised to power 4 is 16. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And 2, sorry, this is 1, sorry. So multiply by 2 raised to power 2, which is 4. Then I'm going to have 16 plus 4, which is equal to 20 base 10. You can try that. If you are correct by converting the answer back again to base 2, don't forget you have to divide by 2 successively until the number cannot go again. 2 in 20, that's 10, remainder 0. 2 in 10, 5, remainder 0. 2 in 5, that's 2, remainder 1. 2 in 2, 1, remainder 0. And 2 in 1, 0, remainder 1. If you write it backwardly, you will see you are going to have the same number. So I hope you understand. So if I were you, I will just go to my WAEC series or JAM series and solve some of these questions and see if I can convert number from another base to base 10. So if you understand this, please don't forget to like and share. So far so good, so memorable. See you all in the next video.